Hello everyone, welcome to Building the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection. My name's Tyrone. Got a box of goodies to show you today. I haven't gone through them. I've taken a peek at the top. As usual, my wife went a-hunting. She showed me something on the iPad. She just thrusts it at me randomly if I'm in the garden or whatever. And she asks me a stupid question. Would you like these? Yes is always the answer. Well, almost always. But I'm surprised she even asks. She jumps in the car and zips off, and an hour or two later she reappears with the merch. We'll pick through these one by one and see what we got. Not all Matchbox, but that will make it a little more interesting, I think. What do I get out of these? The whole box cost 150 Australian. It's about 90 US, I think. I get seat warmers. Some look like they're in pretty good nick. I might already have them. I'll go through them after the show and take a peek. But yeah, they're just so interesting. It's what keeps me hooked, I suppose. And I see one right off the bat. I'm sure I have this. I've got plenty of Silver Shadows. Suspension is okay. I've got it in red. This paint job isn't fantastic, but I don't think I'll let that go. Yeah, so 150 bucks, and I'll probably sell it to one of my little circle for roughly the same. And it'll be that lighter, and maybe one or two others. But I'll get a few freebies. I get to make a cool video for you guys, and happy days. Everybody leaves smiling. Volkswagen Camper from 1970. I think I have that one. I think so. This one's a bit play worn. Suspension's good though. The lifty uppy thingy is good. Orange on orange. I think I've got it in blue as well. But the memory plays tricks, doesn't it? This ain't Matchbox. Huh. We didn't get details like that inside our Matchbox. What is this? It's a Corgi Juniors. I don't remember Corgi Junior ever having suspension, but this thing does. Whatever it is. Wigwam Van Camper. Is it? Isn't a wigwam when you put sticks together and tie them at the top? Let peas and things grow up them. Should I show you other things other than Matchbox? Might as well. This is clearly a Hot Wheels. Yeah, Classic Cobra they call these. It's got real riders. I know that is what they call rubber wheels or rubber tires in the Hot Wheels world. Solid little things, aren't they? It's missing a few bits. But that's funky. This one, I know I have this one, but has it got some kind of quirky variant? It's the Police Patrol modelled on the Range Rover. That's your stock standard white on orange or orange on white. What's that? Looks like, yeah, I was going to say whiz wheels with those wheels. That's kind of funky actually. I might have had that as a kid. Maybe not that colour. Do you know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I've said it quite a few times in my Christmas videos the other year. Didn't do one this Christmas, just didn't have the time. Probably, or at least tried to do it this year for Christmas. But the whole idea behind building the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection isn't to complete specific catalogues or get every Matchbox car ever made. The Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection is about 400 cars. All of which I had as a kid. Some got crushed in the vice, some got a firecracker put in them and the windows instantly turned black. I was a kid. Give me a break. But one way or another, I lost them all. And the mission is to find all 400, including Hot Wheels, including a few Corgi, all sorts of things, a lot of majorette. Yeah, so actually the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection for the purpose of this channel is to recreate the 400 car collection I had as a kid, Matchbox and non. So now you know, if you didn't already. That's actually one of the 400, but I have 3 perfect ones already. Spoiled brat. That's a Hot Wheels. Look at the wheels. What is that? Greased gremlin. Huh. I was never aware of that as a kid. Maybe it was somewhere in my orbit, or I was somewhere in it, but I never owned it. This, I believe, is in my top 400. That and the green one, the open roof one. Simply beach buggy. And an annoying amount of variants that one came out in, as did this one. Again, the perfect version is in my collection and was in the Ultimate 400 with these stickers on it. But you get the dark green one and the blue one and all sorts of stickers, and they're very expensive to collect, trust me. This little fella, name escapes me, Spider. Yeah, Seaver Spider. The Midnight whatever, the black one, or blue one with the black spider on the bonnet, is part of the Roman numerals lineup I'm collecting at the moment. I'm only one off, and I'll do that video for you. Piston popper and the Mustang. So common and so loved by millions of kids, I'm sure. Great. Got a Mercedes in here. Wow. It's in pretty good nick. Someone scribbled on the base. The punishment our cars took when we were kids. Forklift. That's different to mine. This has got grey forks. And a green base. There's somebody on social media with about 100 different ones of these, and he's lined them all up all over his house on various wall-mounted shelves and things. The boom comes in different colours, different stickers, all sorts of little. That one's perpetually turning. But yeah, all sorts of differences. I've never seen one with a green base. I was aware of it, but that's the first one. That'll be a seat warmer. The Flying Bug. I can never remember which one is the rear one, grey windows or blue windows. I happen to have both, and the bonnet sticker's gone on this one. But I'm sure there's an even more rare version to what I have, and the helmet, it should be chrome, but the chrome is gone. Again, seen some action. Spotted a Hot Wheels. Let's have a look. Dodge number 10, 355 cubic inch. Marauder Stocker. Marauder, is that it? With a wobbly suspension. Solid cars, aren't they? And old familiar, the Porsche. It's probably the most common colour. Team Porsche or Porsche. That's something I've never seen before. Is that a Husky? Made where? Oh, Great Britain, is it? Guy Warrior truck, if my eyes do not deceive. Don't know what brand. Can't see it. Maybe you can see it. Ooh, wobbly. Reminds me of those YouTube videos of the overloaded trucks in India going over. Ooh. Yeah, an old favourite. This one's been around the block a few times. The double-decker bus. It's from London, isn't it? Oh, it's an old favourite, isn't it? The original 57 Chev with the moving part. Oh, that was so cool when it first came out. Still is. Speaking of moving parts, it's when they cared. It's a forklift. Jack lift. Looks like it's been lifting chocolate. The old Trans Am. To me, that's a real Matchbox car. Ooh, some Uncle Buck suspension on the front. Grey painted base. And not too much wrong with it. Should have wiped his feet before he came in though. Here's a Hot Wheels Ford Bronco. Such solid cars. Motorbike on the back. Variants galore again. It's almost always green tinted windows. In fact, I haven't seen one with non-green tinted windows, but sometimes this is unchromed and sometimes it's chromed. A little radar doodacky. Favourite old Matchbox, in fact Rollermatics. Yeah, so cool. The Badger, another foreigner. This looks like it was wheels. Corgi Juniors at least. Mercedes-Benz. Made in Great Britain. And what's that? Corgi Juniors again. Jaguar. Man from Uncle or Saint? What is it? I wasn't into either show. That's the Saint, isn't it? But isn't it the Man from Uncle? Am I mixing those up or getting my wires crossed somehow? Now this has got the front end of the Badger, but I think just call it the cement truck. Oh yeah, it's actually in really good condition. Nice. The Pro Stocker, I have to check. Is that the interior on mine? Crazy long steering wheel column, black painted base. I have one with clear windows and one with the tint, but I can't remember the interior. It's probably the same as that. But I'll have to run through all of these with a fine-tooth comb. The stretcher fetcher with its door intact. The dude still lying on the stretcher. Stickers are gone, but they stand up well, unless you put a firecracker in it. It's all over. This shouldn't be black. This is a mini. It should be like a bronzy colour. I got one of those little Matchbox suitcases a couple of weeks ago, and it was in bits. So maybe it was going to be coloured black too at one point. I didn't get round to it. Here's another one that got the same treatment. That's a mean looking mama. Huh. That's cool. I don't fancy too many customs in the collection, but someone's done quite a good job on that. Hot Wheels there. Yeah, I did. I knew I spotted two of them. Twins without their drivers. They're curious little things. They went with the blue shark, but every kid's favourite. Drivers have both been ejected. What is this? Corgi Junior Road Roller. Squeaky little thing. How are you looking for space? Let's come back a little. I noticed this first up. This is the highway tanker. I think they called that freeway gas tanker. There's Burma on the side. I think I already have that one. It's kind of a washed out red variant, or just batch difference. Very common little Porsche. I was going to say that fin is loose, but that would be a problem because it's one of it's a one piece. Never a suspension on that one. That was a sort of early 80s variant from the 1979 copyright. Yeah, I think that's 79. Silver and green and then brown for some markets. And then they went to the racing liveries. What is this? Corgi Juniors again. This little fella's come in a few times in various colours. I've never seen it in orange and red. But yeah, it's the thing with getting entire hauls. Did I see a trailer? Ah, no, it's not to that. It's to something else. I'll show you next. But yeah, I think I've got a blue one and a green one and maybe a yellow one. They just turn up. But yeah, inevitably with hauls like these, you get things that you're not collecting. There's the trailer I was spying. Very multifunctional. It's a Corgi too, I guess. Yep. Oh, majorette trailer and Corgi front bit. Curious. Imagine going into the attic or the basement or whatever you've got at home. Just an old wardrobe that you rarely go into, and you discover a box like this. Just makes everything so much fun. It's the Fandango. Used to be a chrome fan. By the looks, chrome no more. Got a Merc. Some of these are in incredibly good condition. You can see that they've been played with, but nothing really wrong with them. I already have it, so that's a shame. I don't know if I've got this one. It's the Sauber Group C Racer, they call this one. I might have it with the Tyco wheels. Don't know. Oh, here's an old Jaguar. Quite a common casting, but fun to see nevertheless. It's one they bring out in some, well, used to bring out in some of the old adventure packs or gift sets, whatever they call them, in different colours. I've got a few peculiar colours of that Jaguar. The certainly not the original road roller or rod roller. Matchbox has been doing the steamrollers for years and years. This isn't one of them. Who's this? Corgi Junior. They all did it. Although I'm not aware of a Hot Wheels one. I'm sure Hot Wheels have got a road roller too. Seem very popular. Oh, here's a very old Matchbox. Or Lesney at least. Cattle truck. I think the back thing lifted up or swiveled or did something. Cows are long gone. Turned into hamburgers. Here's another tractor. Another Corgi Junior. Ooh. I was going to say that's taken a hit, but that's actually a snowplow type thing, isn't it? Yeah. Curious. Get him there with his big brother tractor. What else? Oh. Isn't the back thing always missing? I think this one had a lion. Maybe I'm wrong. And a clear plastic thing. It's had a lot of joy, I'm sure. In some kids' world, it's the tractor, what do they call that? Can't see there. Something rod. Almost always crimson. Here's a foreigner. Corgi, maybe? Yep, Corgi Junior's Formula 5000 racing car. Matchbox's one is far better than that. Nice. Oh, the Mercury. I just called it the Mercury. A couple of dogs in the back, but no dude behind the wheel. You're not allowed to leave dogs in a car anymore, unless it's a Tesla, apparently, because you can get on your phone and turn the aircon on, can't you? Merryweather. Can't forget the Merryweather. 1969 copyright. So there's clearly several different eras of collecting here. so fascinating to see how people accumulate or put their collections together. Obviously, it's not a collector, it's just someone buying toys for their kid who grew up and didn't want them anymore. I was going to say this was a Hot Wheels, but of course, look at the wheels. It's a Corgi Junior. Looks like a monster thing. I'm continually finding a space in there, but I'm going to run out of space soon. Fantastic. Yes, he got it right. See, look at the condition of that. There's a few little nicks, but clearly wasn't subjected to the life mine were. And Corgi again, yep. Ford GT70. And another Trans Am. I always think of Trans Am as this shape, but I've learnt over the last few months anyway that the shapes before this were also called Trans Am, and even other cars are called Trans Am. But to me, I always equated Trans Am with one of these. How stupid I've been. What else? Oh, another Mustang. See, the bonnet would have been torn off if this was my original one. That's the most common colour, isn't it? Put him over there with the other Mustang. Tanzara. Peculiar names. Tanzara. I have a few variants of that. Pop in there. And what's this one? It's a Whiz Wheels. Ooh. Those wheels don't look up to the task. Strange. Oh, it looks like Matchbox, but it's missing some stuff. Yeah. Dune Buggy. That's a shame. I don't think I have that one. But it's a bit rough. Rough as guts. Oh, another little Porsche. See if the door's open. Yeah. Robust little things, weren't they? Oh. It's like its mate. Look at that. I like it. The old faithful dump truck or haul pack. They called it a fawn dump truck. Metal on metal, as it should be, but cross-cutting almost. And one more. Oh, it's a beauty too. It's the Porsche 928. Big doors on this. Always fantastic suspension. That noise, actually. It's got an Uncle Buck feel to it too. We need a little smoke machine here and a few backfires. That was great. What a lot of fun. What do you think? Was it worth 150 bucks? In the end, I'll probably get the 150 back. I'll just take a few out, like the Silver Shadow. Rolls-Royce always had some wispy names, like the Cloud and the Spirit and the Shadow. It's probably how your wallet feels after you've bought one. Light and wispy. But yeah, plenty of stuff to go through, and it's, I live for this sort of thing. It's just so fascinating to see how other people collected. Sadly, people give up on their collections, but good for us. We get to see what they collected and pass them on to other collectors. It's great. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.